All In Sports Network. We love sports.
Coming to you from the land of brisket, barbecue, Lone Stars, and Longhorns. This is All In Colts, presented by the Unstable Blues.
Welcome back in. It's time again for another playoff edition of the Unstable Pick 6. We'll take turns with our predictions of this week's NFL playoff slate, and with the conference championships, the Pick 6 becomes the Pick 2. So, let's go. All In Colts.
That's correct. I'm Kevin. This is my son, Liam. We're the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All In Colts as part of the Rogue Media Sports Network.
Yep. As always, though, we want you to be a part of this. Comment your picks before the first conference championship game on Sunday. And if you get them both right, we'll shout you out in 2 weeks in our final Pick 6. Shouldn't it be too hard since there's only 2 games, though? First game, Commanders in Philadelphia playing the Eagles. It's round 3. The Eagles won in Philadelphia 26-18, and I believe the Commanders won in DC 36-33, right?
Yep, that's correct. It's me first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me first.
You first.
You did this on purpose.
Yes, I did.
I mean, they're both hard games. Let's be honest. Like, there's no clear cut on this at this point. I mean, there shouldn't be any. I mean, we do pick 6 difficult games. That's why, I'm only 66% on the season, and yet still better percentage than a fair amount of quarterbacks out there, but probably not these quarterbacks. I'm gonna say it's in Philly with those fans in that weather. And okay, let me back up and just give a clarifier. I'll pick the Eagles. I'll pick the Eagles, but if it's close at the end of the game, like in the last 4 minutes, if it's within a score,
if Jayden Daniels gets the ball,
even at some point in the last 4 minutes, if it's within a score, when it hits the 4-minute mark of the rest of the game and it's within a score, the Commanders will win.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick the Eagles because I think it won't be that way. I think the Eagles will have pulled away enough at that point. But just know that I said right here that if it is a one-score game at 4 minutes left in the game, the Commandos will win.
Yes.
What say you?
I am saying the Eagles. I don't want to spoil too much for my game preview, though.
Of course.
I'm going to say one thing. I think this is the one team that the Commanders cannot beat in crunch time because they have the best running offense in the league. You can't prove that they don't have the best running offense whenever Saquon is doing this good. Normally a really good run offense is 2 running backs, like Sonic and Knuckles, for example, who during the regular season, maybe they were, but they're out of the playoffs. And Philadelphia is riding on their running game whenever they don't even have to, which makes it that much easier to close it out. You run the ball to win games. That's Shane Steichen's motto. You pass to score, you run to win. Exactly what the Eagles are doing, except they're running it the whole time.
I wonder if in the regular season this season, it was the running backs that were making the difference. When it comes to the latter part of the playoffs, it's the tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
Goddard had the big game. I mean, to be fair, the Bills their tight ends didn't have the huge game. Higbee had a big game, even though he lost, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe there's something to the little tight end. You can go back a couple days ago and watch how big of a deal we think tight ends may be to the Colts. But that leads us to the final conference championship game, the American Football Conference. I'm not sure why there's any difference between the American one and the national one. Maybe we should get rid of the conference ones. But in a couple weeks, we might tell you how we think a new league should look with some restructuring.
Mm-hmm.
But for this week, It's the Bills against the Chiefs. This is round number 2 in Kansas City, both in Kansas City this year. The Bills won the first one 30-21. Josh Allen is 4-1 in the regular season against the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is 3-0 against the Bills in the playoffs. So, who do you have?
I was trying to look at something, which actually didn't help me at all. So Mahomes is 3-0. My thought was, everyone says this new Brady Manning. Completely agree. So my thought was, when was the first time? What was the record whenever Manning beat Brady for the first time? I think it was 2-0 to Brady or 3-0 to Brady.
It was
No?
maybe more than that.
Oh.
It was more than that. I don't think that the Colts won against the Patriots until that AFC Championship game. Every time it was on the road, because that's the thing. Like, they would meet during the regular season, and one way or the other, the Patriots would end up with home field in the playoffs, and the Colts just had terrible time in the postseason in Foxborough.
But that being said, surely it's time. Surely.
Is it?
Surely the MVP can take over the game, overcome the penalties.
Whoa, hold up, back up on the MVP. We'll see in a little bit, okay?
No.
That's in a couple weeks. We're gonna do that'll be involved in our pick 6 in a couple weeks.
It will, but I've already said it enough that surely people get the point. Surely he can overcome the odds, as this is the best season he has had in his football career. And this is one of the worst that Mahomes has had. Surely the Bills get it done. Give me the Buffalo Bills beating the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. I will eat my words if Buffalo loses, but I think Buffalo wins this game.
We're in Texas, and where honestly there should be some Mahomes people around, because it's, this, like, he grew up here, went to school here, but because of our surroundings and because we're Colts fans and entrenched in that world a little bit, I feel like everyone is just hating on the Chiefs. You can't wait for the Chiefs to just go down, but the league is entirely different. They want to see a dynasty. They want to see a three-peat in this age. I feel like the league wants to because let me back up. I feel like I'm interrupting myself a whole lot. In this day and age, the salary structure and the salary cap and the contracts and everything are set up so that it is easier for bad teams to become good quickly, and bad teams to become, or good teams to become bad quickly, so that you have this kind of like, bump the mic, sorry. So there's this roller coaster of, this team is good and then this team is good. Nobody kind of has their fair shot. That's why, like, if in European soccer, if you do badly, you get penalized and you get dropped down a league, but you get money. You get money for that, and then you can earn your way back, and then you get money for that. So, like, teams that are right on the verge get a lot of money that can help them, but that's the only good thing they get. They don't get the best draft pick. Like, the worst team gets the best chance the next year, right? I feel like the NFL wants to prove that in all of that, there can still be an old school glory team. And they have picked the Chiefs to be that team. And the Chiefs are getting all the right amount of healthy at the right time. so that Patrick Mahomes doesn't have to do it all, because we know he can't, even though Josh Allen can and has proved it. But in this instance, I think it will be too much to overcome in the playoffs against that defense in that environment. And so I think the Chiefs will win.
Differentiating game.
I don't want them to, mind you.
Yes.
I don't want them to. But this is not what I want. This is what I think will happen. And this would be my favorite loss that I have had in the Unstable Pick 6 all season if the Bills can pull it out.
Really? It'll be your favorite one, even though you're going to tie with me if it's a loss?
Once again, in 2 weeks, we have a pick 6 where we will not only pick the winner of the Super Bowl, but also the Super Bowl honors. And so there's plenty of time. There's plenty of picks to make here. And I feel fairly confident that I can do better on those than you.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I mean, you've already revealed too much information to me.
Yeah, but offline. Well, we want you to be a part of this. Comment your picks before not Thursday night football, Sunday football. Nope. So just do it on Saturday. If you get them all right, we'll shout you out in our final Unstable Pick 6 in 2 weeks.
In a couple weeks. Yep. Well, you know what? That is it for today. And there we go. Be back tomorrow to finish off the week. Let's continue their quest. Can the Eagles continue to run? Does Jayden Daniels have another comeback? We will give you the keys to victory for the Eagles and Bills tomorrow.
Yep, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all in Colts.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.